So now I'm going to see if I can push over to my channels or not. Okay, it's telling me to go to my YouTube live dashboard. See what happens over here on YouTube live dashboard. Phone number verified. Yeah. Okay. Says I've been verified, but it's not letting me do anything. Let's see. Review your paired channels from the stream. Toggle all off or on if I want them on. There we go. Maybe that'll do something.
There you go. I see that you've paired.
Yeah. I do have a exclamation point up there. So my YouTube channel and see if I see anything going on.
Okay.
And since we are live, if anybody's around watching yet, we're working on it. Okay, so I'm on my channel. Don't see anything there. I'm not screen sharing at this time, am I?
No. Nope. So.
All right, I see that we're live in the group on Facebook, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't see live on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't see live on YouTube. It keeps telling me there's some kind of an issue there.
Mm-hmm.
See what the exclamation point says. Just says live streaming not enabled. Please go to your dashboard. And when I go to my dashboard,
mm-hmm.
I get your phone has already been verified.
Okay.
That's all it says.
And is all the information entered incorrectly in live stream? I mean, restream?
Yeah, I'm hoping so, but let me try one more thing here. If it doesn't go live to YouTube, that's all right, because I can always just put up the video later.
Okay.
Live in the groups, okay too, I guess, for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, as far as I can tell, everything was done because it told me the phone was phone number verified for it. And try adding the channel again, I guess.
Yeah, try that. That might work.
Connect YouTube. Okay, so I got to remember, maybe that's it. Maybe I've got the wrong email attached for that particular YouTube channel. Pretty sure it's this one. Oh, the fun of having multiple accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not going to be that one. Back out again. One more time here. See what we can do. So where are you streaming yours to?
YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay, so you got 3 going, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
We're
remember
able to
which.
have up to 5.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which email I got my YouTube channel connected to, because that's where I think that's where it's messed up. So, hello to anybody on the Facebook groups, or if anybody's in Chris's stuff. Say hi, let us know you're here, comment. We're continuing to work through a couple techie issues. Gotta find where it's going to tell me which email's connected. Yeah, I guess it is that one. Signed in, JB Marketing. Okay. So, what's the weather situation out there in California today? We got crazy stuff going on all over, especially down south.
It's just warm.
Just warm.
Yeah, it's just warm. Nothing ever happens crazy in Southern California.
I don't know if you can see the top of it here, but I have my electric heater on already.
Wow, holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's only, it's 60 degrees or a little, lower 60s outside, but inside the house here, it's a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to turn the furnaces on yet.
That's funny.
Too early for that.
It's 84 degrees right now.
Channel already added. Yeah, okay. Channel. All right. Well, maybe YouTube's just not going to work out tonight, and we'll just have to figure that out later.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't want to. Doesn't like that for some reason. I may have my email mixed up or something, but that's okay. We'll take whatever recording and I'll put it up on the channel later down the road.
All right.
I'm going to pull up Facebook just so I can see again what that looks like, since this is all new and fun stuff we're playing with here. All right, I see us. Don't know if anybody's watching yet, but I see us. That's cool. Now, have you started actually recording, or does the live let you record at the same time? I forget.
Yeah, live records at the same time, so you don't have to worry about it.
So we've been recording all this that we've been doing so far.
Recording and broadcasting live.
Watching me trying to figure out if we're doing it right. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started for tonight. Welcome anybody that catches this. If you happen to catch a recording later, I'm Jeff with JBNet Treasures on YouTube channel and the eBay resale group on Facebook, and I'm with my tech partner Chris here and fellow reseller. How's it going tonight, Chris?
Oh, pretty good, Jeff. How you doing?
Did you have a good day today?
Oh yeah, today was a great day.
Big sales day, and got everything done that you needed to get done?
It was actually a really good sourcing day. You see, Tuesdays, whenever there's an estate seller willing to meet with you on a Tuesday, that means they had a bad weekend. And we had a really hot weekend over here. So most people have been, off to the beaches or the water parks, their own pools, anything to try to stay cool. They're not out and about at all the estate sales. So You can go in on a Tuesday and get stuff for a song.
Nice.
Mhm.
This one have some good stuff then, did they?
Yeah, yeah, they had some pretty cool stuff. Vintage
Nice.
comic books, children's toys that are new, still in the package, never been
Wow.
opened. I have no idea what that was about.
New old stock or newer modern stuff?
um, this stuff I would say is about 10 years old.
Okay.
Hmm.
Got some collectability age wise, but not vintage.
Right? Yeah, not yeah, exactly, not vintage. And none of it was Disney. It wasn't like the best
Name brand
stuff
stuff.
out there. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was kind of off to the left. I even got some Chevron cars in there. Have you ever seen those Chevron talking cars?
I know the name Chevron, but no, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, back in the '90s, they had these gas station commercials for Chevron gas, and they had the cars were talking. They were animated, kind of like Walt Disney's cars. They were
Okay.
talking to each other,
Okay.
and they would say how great Chevron gas is, and what it does for them. And Chevron had these little promotions in the early 2000s where they were giving these cars away for like $5 with a fill up. So in this haul I got today, I think I have four of those, brand new in the package, never opened.
Nice. Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know what we do, Chris is probably the bigger the collectibles type seller than I will ever be. He knows his stuff out there. Does You do a lot of comic books? You just do a lot of collectibles in general.
Hmm.
Um, I know you're like myself. You like the sci-fi stuff, Marvel, DC, that kind of stuff. And that's where most of my, well, not most of my, but some of my stuff comes from too. But and then on the flip side, I mean, I still do collectibles, and I'll talk a little bit more, maybe not a lot tonight, but maybe when we have a night where we're talking a little bit more about niche selling. I made a big move today and separated my clothing store and got rid of all the collectibles and electronics and miscellaneous so that I could have more of a branded niche clothing store. But open the account I had open, did a basic store to open up just to have a collectibles store with all that stuff that Chris and I like to talk about and pick up at those estate sales or those auctions or whatever we might be able to get our hands on in that case. But so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about product research. And please, anybody, if you happen to join us in the groups now, Chris, will anybody that comments in your group or your YouTube channel, would it show up over here along with mine the same way? If it
I
comes
want
from,
to say
from
yes, but
all
I
of them?
don't know for sure.
Don't know for sure. Okay, so we need to test that theory
Hmm.
for Tuesday night lives. We are going to be doing Tuesday night lives as often as we can. Two guys reselling is what we are branding that as, and we hope anybody that is into reselling or just likes to talk about collecting and stuff like that wants to pop in. Yeah, hit us up in the comments, and it should show up here on our screen to let us know that you're asking a question or get enough people back and forth. A lot of times they start chatting on their own, so yeah, that's fine too. But definitely want to acknowledge anybody that stops in to say hi. So we're talking product research tonight, and we're talking more along the lines of I've got this stuff back here that I need to sell, but I need to do some research on it. So, Chris, I don't know, did you have some thoughts and ideas to kind of get us started down that road, or?
Yes, I did.
All
Okay,
right,
so
great. I'm gonna let you go for it.
usually when I talk to people about reselling, I get a lot of, I don't want to fill my house up with a bunch of junk. Okay, great. So in reselling, you should always start off with what you already have around your house. So if you have some collectibles like beer steins, or maybe a beer stein in a box. Hot Wheel cars, books, games, even games. Now, you've heard this right. Even games that are incomplete will sell on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. Yep. Because a lot of people will have a game at home and like they'll have Monopoly and it's missing the race car. So they're going to buy your incomplete set for a fraction of what a new Monopoly game costs and complete their Monopoly game. It works out for everybody. Now, as you're going around your house, you might want to think, well, how much is this stuff selling for? And when you're looking on eBay itself, you're only going to get about anywhere from 30 to 90 days worth of data. So if it's something a little bit obscure, like this mug, this stein, this stein is obscure. This beer is very popular, German beer that's sold here stateside. But this one is from Breckenridge, Colorado, signifying their Oktoberfest. So this is a very specific mug to a very specific thing. And you wouldn't want to lump it in with all of the other beer steins. So what I would recommend to research your stuff, eBay has it already included. It's Terapeak. Let's just do a little bit of a screen flip-flop here real quick. And then we'll share this so everyone can get a look.
Yeah, Terapeak, it's an awesome tool, and it's a tool that I forget to use myself on a regular basis. I messed around in it a little bit this afternoon, just trying to refresh my memory a little bit on it. And I know there's a ton of stuff here that I don't, comprehend because I haven't used it enough. So good to get the basics.
Yeah. Now the cool thing about Terapeak is it doesn't give you just 90 days worth of data. You can actually, let's see how far back. Oh, I got to get rid of these stupid things. Okay. So
yeah, I think you can filter it back about as far as you want.
Like right now, this is going back 1 year. 1 year from today automatically. I went ahead and this particular Hot Wheel car, I went ahead and popped it in there, popped in the UPC number. This is the UPC number right there. Okay, it's those numbers underneath the barcode.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that number is for a bunch of different Hot Wheel cars. As you know, UPC numbers cost money. So a lot of times a company will have one UPC number, but it represents 20 different products. And as you can see, that particular UPC number covers a wide range of wheel cars from 2019. The one we're looking for is the HWPD. It looks like an emergency vehicle with a little light bar on it and a push bar. And I'm not seeing it. That figures. The thing I try to put in here doesn't show automatically. But as you can see, that one UPC symbol has a lot of different results. But look at the pricing for these. So anywhere from $1.43 to $6 and $11.89. Are you kidding me? This one's $24.99, but it's a rare one. Orange Octane, HW Game Over. I don't have that one. Figures. So as you can see, if you have a Hot Wheels car, you're going to want to research it in here to really find out what it's worth. Oh, here it is. Yep, that's the one. So this particular car is selling for $6.75 each. Okay. There's got to be a better way to do this. Now, this person sold 9 of them. So that's why I came over here and I'm like, oh, $6.75 each, because it already said they sold 9. They have 7 more available. If you buy them in bulk, you can save a little bit of money. So this one, I can sell it for $6.95, but he's giving it away because there's free shipping. And if he's shipping this first class, I doubt he's making $1 off of this car, if that. And that's if he got it free.
Yeah, if it stays regional, you may do, but if it goes country or away from you quite a ways, then yeah, your shipping's gonna eat up real quick.
Mm-hmm. So that being said, what I would do is I have 2 more here. Actually, I don't really have just 2 more. I've got like 50 of them. I bought a bunch. And I would recommend selling them as a set, 3 of them together. That way, if I sell them for these 3, let's say I sell them for $15, okay? Shipping 3 of them costs the same amount of money as shipping 1 of them, basically. And the reason why I say that is because when I sell my collectibles, I ship them in corrugated cardboard boxes with plenty of packing. So the box itself almost weighs as much as these 3 cars together. So I would want to sell them in a little set like this and put them on there. It's a little bit more difficult to sell them, but your profit ratio per sale and per package packed is much, much higher, way higher, because now you can relax. You can pay as much as 50 cents a car. I usually pay around 30 cents, but some of them I'll go as high as 50 cents. You've got more breather when you do that. And that's where Terapeak really comes in handy, because it'll tell you, what it sold for, how much the shipping was, and all that other good stuff. But you got to remember, everything you sell, it costs the price of the box, the price of the shipping label, the shipping cost, and the packing material to go in there. So you're going to want to take all of that into consideration.
Yeah, all those cost of goods we talked about last week.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so from your example here, I'm starting out and I want to start selling, and I want my own stuff just to get used to the platform that I'm selling on, whether it's eBay or Mercari or Etsy or whatever it could be. But with eBay, you've got Terapeak built in as a research tool, so that's an advantage. eBay. I'm not sure. I haven't been on the other one's platform for a while. I don't know if they have any tools added to them now or not.
No, not like Terapeak.
Not like Terapeak. Terapeak, I think you can get it from as an outside source. It's not exclusive to eBay. So if you do sell on other platforms, I think you can use Terapeak, but you're gonna have to pay for it. Or on eBay, it's included in your. Now, do you have to have a store? I think you have to have a store for Terapeak, don't you?
You do have to have a store.
Okay. So as a starting out seller, I may not have a store. I've just got an account. And what would be my next best spot to kind of look and say, okay, I've got this cell phone sitting here. I'm going to try to sell this cell phone here. Where would you want to go look? I'm going to sell it on eBay. I don't have a store, so I don't have access to Terapeak.
And just look at the eBay previously sold. So I can go ahead. Let's see, share that. Share. Oh no, we're in some type of tunnel. Okay, here we go. So that is trippy. Right over here. Okay, there we go. So if you go to anywhere on eBay, so we're searching for Budweiser Stein. There we go. Budweiser Stein. Boom. We want to search for that. These prices here, asking prices. This is what people are asking for their items. This does not give you any idea whatsoever of value. As you can see, the prices are all over the place, and it's like a guessing game. But if you come over to here, let's zoom this in a little bit. Okay. So here's that search. Here's the search bar. Here's the button. See here where it says advanced? Click that. And scroll down and see where it says sold listings. Click that. You want sold listings. Don't want completed listings. A completed listing is something that someone had up for the predetermined amount of time, and the time has ended and it has completed. But a sold listing is something someone actually paid money for. And that's what we're going to find out. Now, we're going to get about 90 days worth of information. Here, someone sold a set of 3 from the 80s. And they sold it for $50 plus $20 shipping. Now, this one that I have in particular, it's a winter one with the Clydesdales running on it. So, man, I hit my microphone. So let's see if we...
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. Is it that one? Hang on for a second. Nope, it's not that one. This one's the red one. Okay, this is the red one. So we're looking. Nope, it's not that one. And this is what you got to do. And this is the way to do it. You just kind of got to scroll through and you got to find the item that is yours.
Or one of at least the same models. You may not find the exact one, but the same style, same model. Some of them might be, depending on what you're working with, it may be the right brand name, it might be a different color. All those things can make a difference on the sale price because, as you mentioned a minute ago with the Hot Wheels, a different color Hot Wheels, it was more than another one. But so, yeah, I mean, certain things, if it's black, it could be rare and it could cost more money. It could be the exact same whatever in your hand, but it's a certain color that's rare and the price go up. So you got to kind of think about that and factor that in a little bit too. Most of the time, your stuff's going to be pretty congruent across the, just because of color change and everything won't make that big a deal.
Yeah, that's true. This mug would have been worth more if one of the ones with the top on it, but it doesn't have the top. So what I would do is I would include shipping. I would say it's free, and I would list it for I'd say about $45, and with the best offer on there. And if someone offered me, I don't know, I'm thinking anywhere in the area of about anywhere from $35 to $40, accept it.
Yeah, and that was a perfect example what I was talking about. If it's a different color, it might be more money. You're talking beer stein here. If it has a lid, it's worth more money because there's more to it.
Yep.
So those little pieces of the puzzle, you always want to keep in mind when you're pricing out. And if you can find one down through your sold listings and find 2 or 3 average to get an average off of, which is basically what you did, saying, okay, I could probably list this at 45, but I can't accept an offer for down to 35 if somebody makes an offer. So yeah, that's if you don't have the Terapeak tool yet, then that's definitely the way to go. I might also mention, Chris, a lot of people are told when you do your pricing there, bring up your item, you had us go over to the advanced tab and go in the back door that way, and that's perfectly fine as well. Down the left-hand side of your search, you're going to find down there sold items and completed items. Completed items is mentioned. If you click sold items, it's going to both. It will bring up sold items and completed. But once you get there, you can then uncheck the completed, so all you have is just your sold. Because
Yep.
yeah, the completed items, they can throw some extra junk in there that you don't, if you're trying to figure out an average of what you're dealing with, you can get rid of that, so you don't have to worry about it.
No, that's amazing. That's very convenient. Right over here under show only. That's beautiful.
And another fun part of this is, and it's really a bummer sometimes when you find one, but let's say you picked up an item in your house and you're going to try to sell it, and you put 2 or 3 keywords in there, and you find some pictures of 4 or 5 of them are listed, and it looks pretty close to the same thing, but you go down there and none of them have sold. So there's nothing. Or you go over to the advanced, click on it, go down, hit sold, and nothing shows up. So you're going, oh well, crap. People are listing this, but it's not selling. Why is it not selling? Well, it's not an in-demand item. People aren't searching for that on eBay. So, and again, 90 days. It's only showing you 90 days. Some of it may have sold, but it may have been 6 months ago when it sold. Could be seasonal. So therefore, there's another opportunity if you have a store to go to Terapeak and look back 6 months and see if you can find some solds because it was a seasonal item for some reason.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, yep. That's genius. Yeah, because there are some things that only sell certain times of the year.
Yeah.
But that being said, the cost of an eBay basic store is, I think it's only $15 a month.
Let's see. The very, very basic is $7.95 a month because I just opened one today.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. The next step up above that one is the 15, I think, a month. And I'm not I assume you get Terapeak with all the store settings. They've got 4 different types of stores now. I assume you get Terapeak with all of them. I can go over and look at my other account real quick and see if I've got it. Well, I do share screen? Sure, why not? Let's try.
It's the little circle, the third from the left.
Do I want it as I don't want it as the entire screen, just as a.
Yeah, you could just tell it which one you want.
Yeah. Okay. It's not letting me do anything. Maybe I need to click on this. Yeah. Let's try that. Did it give me a share screen?
No, it created a new user.
Okay.
That was weird. How did you do that?
I don't know. I went down, clicked stop screen share, or it says it's the square box with the arrow pointing up that says share screen.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
Okay. And then I hit window, and it gave me imported pictures and live studio. When I hit the live studio and hit share, it gave me that.
Oh, open up your internet browser with the eBay store that you want on it. And once that window is open, then hit share screen and choose that window.
Okay. Let me get logged into that real quick. Right, open it. let's see. Do we have anybody that's joined us tonight?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. All right.
But that's okay. I imagine it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I know. I had a couple of people on my in the Resell Treasure Hunter group when I advertised earlier a little bit. Thought maybe they might pop in, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'll take a while for us to build up an audience in the group. Watching the group over here real quick too lags behind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to sign back in here. Internet that's running slow tonight. The stream seems to be running really well. We'll see what it looks like on the well, definitely I am. Chris has been using Restream for a while, but I'm definitely learning this platform for streaming stuff. And I'm just trying to get into this other eBay account because I'm on here live and everything. The computer and the internet's running slow. We're almost there. Got to watch the little circle spin every time I click on some. All right. Now let's see. I've got window, I've got entire screen. Let's see what that does. Did we get a share screen?
There you go. You should be able to see it. Do you see it?
Well, Chris, I'm not having any luck with the share screen part, so...
No, it's on here, Jeff. You're sharing the screen right now. Yeah, right now.
Okay, so you can see the eBay.
Yeah.
Is it full screen? Or?
Oh, it went away.
Okay.
You didn't see that on your end?
No, I didn't. Okay, going forward again here real quick.
All right. Oops.
Maybe it's just taking a minute to get up and go.
There you go.
Okay, so we're getting a full screen on it though. No, we're on. You and I are on the side too. Okay, that's cool. That's what we were looking for, I think. All right, so let's see. Yeah, let's go into. Let's see. Find more information here. What we're trying, if anybody's joining us or comes into this video and says, what are you guys doing? I'm trying this new store that I created. I'll look and see if Terapeak is.
It should be under the research.
Coming into seller. Clicking on research, it's just moving. Everything's just moving real. So I'll get out of it here. Just want to see if it's there, and then we'll get out of it because it's just dragging. Yeah, it looks like it is. It hasn't loaded yet. Wow. Okay, so we know you don't want me to do share screen on anything too important when we're doing our lives. So yeah, this is Terapeak. So your Terapeak product research, your Terapeak sourcing insights, and we'll get into that on another video, another show, and some learning resources, which once you get into Terapeak, you want to go there to learning resources and learn how to use it correctly. But so yeah, on the very, very basic of eBay stores, you have Terapeak available to use. So I'm going to unshare now so I can quit clogging up the internet with it.
There you go.
And we should be back to normal. So that's what we were trying to find out. Just like I said, this is the store I just opened today. I had that account for a while. I've used it for, my buying account and stuff like that. But I went ahead and put a basic store because I do have enough items that I'm pulling off of my big store and niching it down to that store. So anyway,
And how many items are those, Jeff, for the little store?
there will be the little store. I think you can have 220 or 250. I think 250 maybe.
All right.
Yeah, it's not bad for what it is.
Yeah, for $7.95 a month, I would say that's worth it. If anyone was going to list, I'd say anywhere from what, 25 to 50.
Yeah, because once you get your rotation going and get some sales going, and you want to give yourself enough room to bump, for bumps up or whatever as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes people tell you, if you're making a certain dollar amount before you open your first store and stuff, but with that price, and if you buy it for the whole year at a time, it's only $4.95 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some more savings there, and it gives you most of the store things that you can grow and brand. You can also gives you the opportunity to brand a store, which is what I'm going to be trying to do, brand that against my clothing store. So, but along the lines of the searching, also, what are the different ways what are the different things you can do to search? I'm thinking you showed us the UPC code
Mm-hmm.
is one way to search. And if anybody doesn't know, if you're newer, haven't learned how to do everything yet, that's fine. That's what we're kind of having fun with these lives for. But if you get your cell phone out and you download the eBay app, you can run your whole eBay company, your whole eBay business from your phone if you really want to. I don't recommend it. I recommend listing and taking care of things on the computer because there's a lot more detailed stuff you can do on the computer than you can on the phone sometimes. But anyway, once you get that eBay app, and in that eBay app, we probably won't be able to see it on here, but there's a camera up there at the top of your app, and that gives you three options to search. And one of those is the scan the barcode, which is the UPC code Chris was telling us about earlier. So it comes up, and if you've got a UPC code, it picks it up pretty quick. So be ready if you got the box or whatever. And then that'll get you to the listings of that item, and even the specific, like Chris was showing us on the Hot Wheel cars. There may be 10 or 15 different models under that UPC code, but it gets you right to where you want to be. And the take a photo option on there, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know, Chris, you can agree with me if you think, but I'm thinking Google Lens is a better way to do. If you've got an item you just don't know what it is, or you're not sure about it, and you take a picture of it and want to get some information, because a lot of times when you do a Google Lens search with the camera, it'll bring up eBay stuff. If people have them listed on eBay, it'll show up eBay stuff as well as Amazon, Walmart, things like that. So a lot of times when I'm walking down through the thrift stores, my wife will say, "What do you think about this?" And I'm not sure. So I'll take a picture of it just to see what's going on from it. So mobile app is a must if you're going to resell consistently. If you're just doing it every once in a while with an item here or there, maybe not a big deal. But if you're going to try to list and sell on a regular basis, the eBay app is something you've got to use to help with this product research that we're talking about. Now, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the sourcing of should I buy it or should I not. But if you're new and starting out and you're just grabbing stuff around the house, or your aunt and uncle have given you a bunch of stuff to get rid of, or and you're like, hey, do you care if I sell it? You sell it, but whatever. Anyway, you need the app if you're going to sell consistently.
All right, cool.
What other areas of the products do you think, Chris, you could do a search on besides the UPC?
Well, you could use text, a description of the item, like, for the Budweiser, it would be the the 2010 Budweiser Holiday Stein, and then just see what comes up there. But there's not a whole lot to search by, and you have to remember that if you're searching by a UPC number or an MPN, the merchandise
Model
product
part
number. Oh yeah,
Merchant.
the model
Merchandise,
part
yeah,
number.
depends
But
on what the
if
product
you
is what the EPN it stands for.
exactly, but when you try to search just by those numbers, if the seller did not include those numbers, if they didn't put a UPC number in there or an MPN, then those listings will not come up. Even though they're correct, even though they sold, they will not come up because that seller didn't use those numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're not always going to get every single listing up there.
Yeah, that's one being more clothes and shoes. It's not there. It's not actually an MPN number on the shoes though. I don't know what they call it. It's an identifying number on a shoe. Usually find it wherever the size of the shoe and stuff is.
Okay.
I need to find that out for sure exactly what they call that number that you can identify it with. But David, our buddy David, taught me that when quite a while back when I first started looking at shoes. And same idea. You put that number in, and it'll bring up. Normally, it'll bring up that exact shoe if it's being sold or being. But if there's not any shoes out there that somebody didn't put that number in, either a description or a title or somewhere on the listing, then it won't show up. So, but still, it's just it's another way to go looking to get some information on your item. So we talked about UPCs, titles, which is the text, putting it into the search bar by text, pictures that you can do with your mobile app. And I don't know, I'd say the last one would probably be brand, just to get a generic. I don't know if you can think of any other about it or not, but brand would be, and that'd probably be more along the lines of your title. Most of the time, your brand is in your title and description area to search. Because a lot of stuff we deal with isn't new; it doesn't have a UPC code, so we gotta make sure to go after it with 2 or 3 different ways to figure out what we want to do. Excellent. Alrighty. So what else we got going on, Chris? That pretty well cover it?
That covers it.
I think so. The going through and on the Terapeak piece of it. What was I looking for earlier? Can't remember now. It was this. It's interesting when you get into that Terapeak and start digging to see the different information that's in there, and if you're putting in keywords at the search part of it is enter keywords or the UPC or the MPN like we talked about, or the ISBN. If you don't know what an ISBN is, that's books. Every book has an ISBN, and those are almost automatically going to get you to. I mean, there's very, very few ISBN numbers. A book that you would have in your hand that wouldn't show up somewhere. Especially, and does Terapeak bring information in from outside resources? Do you know? I have just eBay only because it is eBay only.
I honestly don't know where they get their information from.
Yeah. I'm assuming everything that's on here, because it's connected to eBay, has to be eBay researched only. Like I said, I think you can get Terapeak outside of eBay.
And they there are other resources online for researching products, but they tend to be a bit pricey. Some of them are as much as $150 a month.
Yeah. I can't. There's one out there that I've heard of mentioned, or different sellers mentioned, and they're like, is it worth the cost? Is it worth the investment? So I can't remember what the name of it is though. But I mean, experience takes care of a lot of it, but to get you to that point of having the experience, the TerraPeaks tool that's in eBay is going to do it. And Google, learn how to use Google a little bit better. Just go to Google and type in the product that you've got in your hand and see what you come up with, because that way you can get some ideas. You'll come up with Etsy, you'll come up with Amazon, you come up maybe with Walmart or some of the other big brand stores. They'll give you maybe a chunk of information or some history on the item that you're looking for. Anytime you can add some, not everybody reads the descriptions of an item, we know that, but if you got a little bit of history in there, if somebody is looking at it and going, oh, what's this? That might help. Plus it helps with some keyword and search engine optimization to have some extra stuff in the description area without bogging it down. But so yeah, learn, just worst comes to worst, go out and Google it. And also on eBay, if you go to just your basic search and you put in 2 or 3, 4 keywords, I'm going to try to think of something real quick here. Boba Fett Lego. Before you hit search or before you move away from what you just typed in, if I had screen share, you'd see what I'm talking about. It brings up all your keywords. Those are all the keywords that somebody else has typed in looking for. So if you go to those and click on those, you can get some, see some, it's the item itself, but it'll find listings for you that way too. And Google's the same way. Google, when you first type it in, if you don't go over and hit search right away, all the searches people have been recently doing will show up right there for you. So
yep.
Wow, this thing's moving slow. I typed that in and clicked it just to see what I would get.
Yep.
Minifigures, yeah.
Okay, so we're clocking in at about an hour, so we should end it right about here.
Yeah, we are close to an hour. Man, I was talkative tonight. Or you were talkative tonight, one of the two. Good deal. So yeah, we'll get on out of here. Hopefully this information will be helpful to somebody out there. And if you catch us on our channels, make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up and say hi in the comments and where you're coming from. We always like to know who's watching or where you're from. And with that said, we'll get on out of here, and happy selling, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next Tuesday.